Good morning. Good morning. What's going on, you beautiful people? It's honestly, I don't even know what time it is. It's 2 something in the morning, 2:45 a.m. I'm on my way to the gym right now. It's time to get my money. I woke up and I said my prayer this morning. And my prayer was a little bit different than what I normally pray for. Obviously, I'm going to pray for health, and I'm going to pray for wealth, and I'm going to pray for faith, and I'm going to pray for my family, and I'm going to pray for all these other different things, kind of the, I'm not going to say the standard, but, the prayers that you pray when you give thanks. But I did something different today, and I can share it with you because I feel like it's a prayer that everybody should pray, and that is a prayer to have more process, right? We want to lose weight, got to work out, process. We want to lose weight, we have to watch what we eat, process. We want to become successful, we have to get sleep on time, process. We get successful, people don't like us anymore, process. We want a relationship with our spouse to be better, process and steps. We want a closer relationship with God, process. Anything that takes us through something to get to something is the process. It's the part that we dread. It's the part that creates the most anxiety and fear, and it's the part that keeps most people from ever making a step. The process. If the process doesn't come quick enough, people feel like it's not working, they'll quit. Process takes time. God's timing is always right. So it's the process that you need to go through. If you're a heroin addict and you're trying to kick heroin, shakes, cold sweats, it's all a part of the process. The detoxification, the separation of the wheat from the chaff. Are you worthy? Because that's all process really does. This is a sorting process. Are you ready for what's going to come next? Do you have it in you? I think everybody has it in them for greatness. I just don't think everybody believes that. See, you could have the most beautiful woman in the world, the most attractive man in the world, and you can tell them this, but if they don't believe it, then their response is, no, not me. Thank you, but not me. When they could have just let it be at thank you and let that seed of promise take root. So I prayed for process because I knew that inside of the process is where I got some of my biggest breakthroughs. I pretty much was asking for more pain. But I followed right behind it with saying, God, I know you won't put more on my shoulders than I can bear. Because I had to remind him of his promise. And I also reminded myself that I can't handle more than I can bear. So therefore, whatever process is coming, I'm ready for it. And when I said that prayer, it's almost like the bullseye on my back got bigger. The target got bigger. Because anytime you want to be great in this world, be prepared to be the process or the product of ridicule. Be prepared. Be prepared to be treated as an outcast. Be prepared. But I always have to remind myself, who do I want favor with? Well, I want favor with man. Without a doubt, I do. But do I want favor with just any man? And do I want favor above and beyond what I want with God? It's my standard. So I have standards inside of my process. Because as long as it doesn't violate those two things, then you could pretty much put anything at my doorstep and I'm going to handle it. And I'm going to do it with the right thought, consideration, love, and attention. I posted something on social media yesterday and it says, I care too much about my love and my friendship is too special to just give it, to act like I'm in a rush to just give it away like it's some cheap piece of scrap. When you see value in yourself, others will too. The problem nowadays is we have no value and we hate the process. But if you look around, everything great, everything worth anything has a process. The only thing not good is processed meat. It's thrown together. It's a combination of a bunch of different parts that were not worthy to make the final cut. We want the finer things that are a result of process. We just don't want to go through the process to get those things. We want the diamond. We appreciate the process it went through to create the diamond. But we don't want to put in the work that's necessary to buy the diamond. We want the nice car. We appreciate the handcrafted leather. But we don't want to do the work that it takes to get it. We like the process. We like observing the process. But we don't want to be in the process. The woman wants the baby. She doesn't want to go through the 9-month process, what it takes to make the baby. Because the pain that's involved with that we want to eat good, but we don't want to go through the process of prepping our meals. So we'll sacrifice our body to get a quick fix and a quick frill. Jack in the Box or Burger King. Those two places are horrible too. I asked for more process. because I know that the power of anything worth having is inside the process. And if you can handle the process and you can level up to the process, then there's nothing that you can't have. I talk to my son right now, who happens to be the head of our marketing, and I tell him, I say, listen, this might not be your passion in life. I don't know. I also instill in him that I see something great in him. And if he ever just tried to give it his all, that he could be great at it. He could find that he has a true talent for it. But at the end of the day, all I'm really asking is that you give it your all, because if you can learn how to go through the process of one thing, it transitions into everything. If you can learn to go all in on anything, it teaches you how to go all in on everything. Because see, you're never going to overcommit when you're that committed to the process. You're never going to overcommit yourself to multiple processes, because it's not possible to go all in on a bunch of different things. All that does is spread you thin. And when you're spread thin, you're not giving 100%, you're giving 20% to 5 different things. I want the process. The process many times has had me driving down the street by myself crying, with tears coming down my eyes. But it was that same process that created the ability for me to meet and exceed my goals. The process, the consistency, the dedication, the hard work, the reliability, the persistence, the process. If you're not willing to go through the process, you're not willing to get to your greatness. That's the trade-off. If you avoid the process, you get to live a mediocre life, a mediocre life. And as for me and my house, that's not acceptable, because we know what light we were born into, and we know that we're children of God. It's unacceptable.